This is Cutting Down the Nets Super Bowl Sunday. So I know you're interested in football, so we'll get right to the chase for basketball. Cutting Down the Nets is on a slide. First one, like all year, that's pretty significant, where you're starting to feel it a bit. Luckily, you have enough equity build up to withstand, but I just personally hate losing. Extremely competitive and super frustrated with how the past few days have gone. And ultimately, it's on me, but I don't know. The pool is like fine, and then I'm filtering out the games I think have the most risk. And on Saturday, looks like we'll go 6-9, which is not the end of the world, but that's not acceptable for me. But the more tilting part is I I had probably 8 that like just missed the cut. And I'm like, I don't know. It's a little thin. That went like 7-1. So yeah, it's decisions we all make each day as we place bets. So nothing you do. You got to move on. I don't hide from else. They're right there. 18-27 in the last 7 days. We'll get them back. We've got them back all year, and it starts right now. Here is the Sunday slate. UConn, St. John's. Surprised to see UConn only favored by 4. More surprised that Paddy has UConn by 1. Torvik by 1. KenPom by 4. Shot quality has these teams with an edge to UConn, 9th, and then St. John's 46. Situationally, this is fairly neutral. For now, as of right now, this is a stay away from me, but I think the line grows, so could I get enough points to back the Johnnies here is the question. I think both teams get their share of offensive rebounds. UConn likely more so, and then the Johnnies could likely force a few more turnovers. Looking at a 3.24 difference between spread and Paddy, which is not like ideal, but enough to consider. My alma mater, UNI, at Loyola Chicago. UNI is 91st in shot quality. Loyola is 28. Shooting edge to Loyola Chicago, but all other factors are fairly neutral here. Recent efficiency, Paddy is saying it's closer to 4. Line 7.5. It's iffy for me. Again, we're around 3.5, 4 points difference here. If it grew, I'd be more interested in backing the Panthers. As it stands right now, it's pretty meh. Even though I went to Northern Iowa, my favorite basketball team growing up and still to this day is the Iowa Hawkeyes. Um, Disappointing exit in the tournament last year. Finally, a season with actual hope. But yeah, I've got the Hawkeyes by 13.5 roughly. They're favored by 17 at home against Cornhuskers. Huskers 108 shot quality. Iowa 14th. File that under surprising. Iowa edge in all four factors, but none too great there. So a lot of points, but this is fast paced, so plenty of possessions to make it happen. Again, not showing lots of value. Charlotte, Middle Tennessee. Charlotte, the stronger shot quality team. So I just am not interested in laying points with the worse shot quality. Next up, same story. Marshall 163 shot quality, UTEP 219. I just don't want to lay points with a team with the worse shot quality, especially on a losing streak. Detroit and Oakland are next. Oakland favored by 8. I have it closer to 4 or 5. These teams are fairly close in shot quality, and this will be Oakland's 5th game in 9 days. They're clearly just kind of limping in. Been through a lot. Matchups are fairly Oakland has the edge in field goal and free throw rate, and then a slight edge for Detroit in the other two categories. Manhattan and Quinnipiac. Manhattan 301 shot quality. Quinnipiac 228. Quinnipiac edge in everything but free throw rate. So as it looks right now, I've got my 2 plays that I like. Quinnipiac minus 4.5. Detroit +8. And if you want a Super Bowl special, like a real Super Bowl bet, look, the odds are crappy, but Defer would be my bet. Sean McVay has deferred every coin toss he's ever won as a coach. And Zach Taylor has done it all but one time in 3 years. So I know there's no great odds on that, but I like sure things. Like give me fan not running on field, defer, that type of stuff. I'll probably make an anthem bet. I just don't bet the NFL because it's too efficient for me. So we're entering that time of year where I start to get juiced about like some teams from the mid-major realm that are kind of surging. And then you look at bracketology and you just get paralyzed. And it just reminds me how hard the next month is going to be. But we're going to fight through it. Like as an example, like North Texas. Man, that team. I love that team. Like my brain's like, I don't care who they play. Round one, North Texas is winning the game. And I think North Texas could win too. They're up to like 30th in shot quality. Something insane. And then you look at bracketology and be like, North Texas plays fucking Texas Tech or something. Like, ooh, maybe not. Yeah, it's tough. It's a tough time of year. So I'm on a slide. I'm frustrated. I'm moving on. Let's catch these two on Sunday. I may add more depending on line movement. It'll be on BetStamp. Had closing line value all day today, and all it did was lose me a lot of money. So enjoy your Super Bowl. Let's get back on track. This is Cutting Down the Nets.